made a huge error of judgment. भैया ना बात मत करना, बहुत बात चल रहा है, मेरा बात से आपका बात बहुत हो रहा है. I'm sorry, I'm not putting up a price, but I'm one of those very strong believers. A subject deserves respect. It's not the speaker. If God is being discussed, I think it must be discussed in an atmosphere which symbolizes temple. Otherwise, God should not be discussed. Should not be discussed. In fact, I remember going for a yoga conference, and almost all the yoga masters, every now and then, were speaking on the mobile phone. When my turn came to speak, I told them, see, I'm not a great yoga master, so I don't know much about yoga, but I know if yoga has to work, one thing should not work during that time. That's your mobile. Because if that works, yoga won't work. One of the things that I pleaded them was that if you don't respect the subject, that subject cannot flow through you. A disciple asked Swami Chinmayananda once, Swamiji, I have gone through Bhagavad Gita so many times, but I have not seen any change in my life. And Swami Chinmayananda said, it does not matter how many times you have gone through Bhagavad Gita should go through you at least once. Only then you will get transformed. And that is not going to happen unless you realize touching a femina or an India today and touching Bhagavad Gita should not be done with the same feeling. There has to be a different devotion. People call me is very strict. I'm not strict, but I'm saying let's respect the subject. This is not a forum of ordinary people. Let's respect their silence. All I'm saying is, a disciple asked a master, Master, how do I see you? Do I see you as a master? Do I see you as Bhagwan? Do I see you as Guru? Do I see you? How do I see you? And it seems the master said, if you see me as a master, you become a disciple. If you see me as a teacher, you become a student. If you see me as Bhagwan, you become a devotee. If you see me as a guru, you become a seeker. And it seems the master said, how you see me makes no difference to me, but it makes all the difference to you. All the difference to you. Dasaratha saw Rama as his son. Unable to handle the separation, he died. Kaikeyi saw Rama as a rival to the possibilities of her son. She defamed herself. Sita saw Rama as a husband. She suffered along with him on all that he had to go through. Lakshmana saw Rama as a brother and he lived in service of his brother till the end. Ravana saw Rama as an enemy and he got crosses. And somewhere in the forest, from one of the treetops came a monkey and saw Rama as God and became God in the process, Hanuman. Now, how everybody saw Rama did not make any difference to Rama, but it made all the difference to them. And only the one who saw divinity in Rama could ascend to divinity himself. To me, a place like this is too sacred. Too sacred. And the sanctity of a program like this, a forum like this, has to be preserved. If it means discipline has to be enforced, discipline has to be enforced. In fact, I just told him, that's why he's asking him. I told him, Dil nahi ho raha hai. That for 25 minutes, I just entered a subject and exit a subject and I'm running. I have marked my attendance today. I also came and spoke. I didn't do justice to the subject. And I'm sure a lot of them are not able to do to the subject. We can fill this whole thing with enough speakers. But eventually, Bhagavad Gita has to go through you. Cry. you. And that's all I want to speak for 10 minutes. So that's why I pleaded them with no disrespect to them. Every human being is a creation of God. And my way of showing respect to God is respecting fellow human beings. So I don't even want to raise my tone on anybody. But this place deserves some discipline if it has to achieve its objectives. Otherwise, people will come and speak and go. You will walk around, sit and go. Transformation will not happen. Information will happen. You will take a lot of notes, put it in Facebook, few more people will like it. Transformation will not happen. And if you can just give me 10 minutes with intensity, I'll run away from here. But I promise you it's going to be transforming. Faith produces miracles. No question about it. Faith alone produces miracles. Faith has two things. One, the object of faith, and two, the subject of faith. Subject of faith is you. Object of faith is Allah, Rama, Krishna, Christ, whoever it is. Now faith gave, and man executed an error of judgment. The error of judgment was, he thought his God is giving him miracles in life. He didn't realize it was his faith in God which was giving him miracles in life. But instead he thought his God was giving miracles for him in life. And because he thought his God was giving miracles in life, for centuries together you and me have been fighting whether my God is greater or your God is greater. Your God creates more miracle or my God. Now there are even blogs where you can write about what miracles you underwent. Not realizing the only worthwhile debate between you and me should have been whether my faith is more powerful or your faith is more powerful, because all God's work, provided you can have faith in it, no God's work if you cannot have faith in it. In fact, who is your God? That on which you can impose your faith is your God. Krishna does not work for you, not because Krishna is not God. Krishna does not work for you because you are not able to have faith in Krishna. Krishna works for somebody else who has faith in Krishna. This is not working for you, not because Jesus Christ is not God. Jesus Christ is not working for you because you are not able to have faith in Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ continues to work for those who have faith in Christ. I'm going to make a very powerful statement. It's not your God that made your faith work. It's your faith that made your God work. And that is why no less than Jesus Christ only told you, if you have as much faith as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. Christ did not say, if you have as much faith in me as a mustard seed. Christ was interested you have faith. Even Christ was not bothered about on whom you have faith. If you have as much faith as a mustard seed, you can move mountains, he said. Hanuman in Ramayana, in one conversation he has with Rama, Hanuman tells Rama, Rama, my faith in you makes me do things which even you cannot do. My faith in you makes me more powerful than you, Rama. He asked Hanuman, what do you mean by your faith in me makes you more powerful than me? And Hanuman clarifies to Rama, uttering your name, I crossed the oceans and came. For you, we are making a bridge. And Valmiki so beautifully clarifies the richness of Hanuman is, he had a Rama on whom he could impose his faith. The poverty of Rama is, Rama had nobody on whom he could impose his faith. So which means the richest people sitting here are those who are able to practice faith. And the poorest in the world are those, even with $1 billion, the poorest in the world are those who still cannot practice faith because they don't know what faith is all about. It's all about faith. That is why people who do not understand Christianity come and ask, why we have to worship Christ? Christ himself kept worshipping an Abba. Abba in Hebrew means father. Lord, give us our daily bread. Christ's symbol of faith was Abba. For you and me, our symbol of faith is Christ. For Hanuman is, for some of you sitting here, your symbol of faith will be Rama. For some of you, your symbol of faith will be Hanuman himself. Everything works provided you have faith in. The reason I am advocating this so strong is, I think we have focused too much of our spiritual evolution discussing who is your God, when the focus should have been how deep can your faith be. What sort of faith am I talking in terms of? I'm talking about a faith where after Krishna clarified that all my resources will be at one end and I alone will be at the other end and I shall not even fight. And what do you seek? Remember the statement in your heart, not in your mind, not in your notebook, in your heart. Arjuna said, what else will I seek than you, Krishna? What else will I seek than you, Krishna? Mentioning your kingdom means nothing to me. You mean everything to me. Duryodhana is interested in yours. I am interested in you, Krishna. What else will I seek than you, Krishna? I have to go to Ramayana. I'm just fast forwarding all the examples, justify just the 15 minutes that he has given me. In Ramayana, after the war and all is over, Sita has got back, they come back to Ayodhya, and probably the most emotional part of Ramayana, when it's time for return gifts. So Sugriva gets the kingdom that he wants. Vibhishana is handed over Sri Lanka because his brothers have all died and vanquished in the war. If your eyes is open and if you can see me for a few minutes. And as this returning of gifts goes on, Sita gently touches Rama by his shoulders and tells Rama, all these people have some expectations so you can fulfill it. That man has no expectation, how will you fulfill it? And Rama turns in the direction to see Hanuman squatting on his knees, continuously chanting Ram, 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 as if nothing is happening around him. Just staying connected to his faith. So Rama and Sita walk towards Hanuman. Noticing they are coming towards him, Hanuman gently gets up. With bent knees he stands so that Rama's eyes directly falls on his face. And Rama tells Hanuman, are expecting from me so I can fulfill it. I don't know what you want. So what do you want? Anjaneya, please specify. And Hanuman tells Rama, you have given yourself to me, Rama. What else can you give me? I'm talking about that sort of a devotion, that sort of a faith. You've given yourself to me, Rama. What else can you give? This is not emotional. Rama immediately tells Hanuman, when my time to return to Vaikuntham, abode of heaven comes, I will take you with me, Hanuman. And Hanuman, see, heaven is the salvation for which every man longs for. And here is Rama promising Hanuman, when my time to go back comes, I will take you to the abode of heaven. And Hanuman immediately asks Rama, will you be there? And Rama clarifies to Hanuman, as Rama I will not be there. Because Rama is only an effect. As Mahavishnu I will be there as the cause. Hanuman immediately tells Rama, then I will not come. I will not come anywhere where Rama is not there. Rama clarifies to Hanuman, you are not understanding. A time will come when I will have to go. The devotion, and this is a very special arrogance born only out of devotion. Rama is saying a time comes when I will have to go. And Hanuman tells Rama, that's how much you know about yourself, Rama. Centuries to come, in this world your stories will still be told and your name will still be chanted. It will not stop. Somewhere in the corner, and it's a belief even today in the tradition, where Ramayana is being discussed, somewhere Hanuman is sitting with his tears in his eyes, listening to Rama's story being told. That sort of devotion and faith is what we are talking in terms of. My dear friends, you can understand the love of God only to the extent you love God. The more and more you grow in love for God, the more and more you will understand God's love for you. Similarly, your God is only as powerful as your faith in God is. Her God is weak. Her God is weak because her faith is weak. His God is powerful because his faith in his God is very powerful. As you grow in faith, so grows. To conclude, I just want you to understand this. The power of the object of your faith is derived from the power of your faith in the object. I repeat, the power of the object of your faith is derived from the power of your faith in the object. For the fisherman, it's the ocean. For the farmer, it's the soil. For a businessman, it's Lakshmi. For a student, it is Saraswati. For somebody else, it's Jesus Christ. For somebody else, it's Allah. For somebody else, it's a Tirthankara. All of them work depending on how powerful your faith is. So I truly wish His grace enables each one of you to stop debating who is your God and to stop wasting time on how powerful your God is, because it is by this symbol called God you have divided the world. Can you unite the world once again by saying, whoever your God is, as long as your faith in your God is powerful, those gods certainly bring miracles into your life. That's why my organization itself is called Infinite Theism. Theism means a humanity of faith. A humanity of faith will be built with faith in an infinite source. And that infinite source, one of you call it as Nanak. One of you call it as Buddha. Somebody else calls this as cosmos. Somebody else calls this as universal intelligence. Doesn't matter by what name you call it. Even for a material like rose, Shakespeare says, by whatever name you call it, a rose smells like rose. If for a material called rose itself, how you call it doesn't make a difference. To that cosmic source from which everything has come, does it really matter by what name you call it? You call it by whatever name you call it. As long as you can have the faith that Arjuna, Hanuman had in Rama and Krishna. As long as you can live your life with this faith, Christmas is coming. So let me close my speech by borrowing the words of Christ. His last words were, I offer myself in thee hands. A lot of people say, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing, were his last words. No, he spoke two more sentences. Lord, why did you forsake me? He questioned. And moments later he realized, Lord never forsakes. And he said, Lord, I offer myself in thee hands. I appeal to all of you. Let the last words of Christ be the first thoughts with which you wake up every morning of yours. Whisper, I offer myself in thee hands. And in that faith, await miracles in your life. Thank you so much. I love you so much.
First of all, my sincere appreciation for Mahatria laying that importance of respect we should have for a session like this. Thank you so much, sir. And for this wonderful, thought-provoking insights of faith and devotion. Thanks is endless.